I'm Shelly Hendrickson from iBeauty JA. I'm a certified fibro artist. I currently do microblading at Skin Essentials at 15 Arden Road. I'm about to do a touch-up. Cherise has already had her first session, so I'm just going to draw the shape and then put in little hair strokes just to make it look a little bit more fresher. Microblading lasts anywhere between a year to 3 years, depending on your age, depending on your lifestyle. When I say lifestyle, I mean that if you are an active person and you go to the gym a lot and sweat a lot, that will not let the pigment last as long, and if you go in the sun or the beach. So with everybody, it lasts different. So it could be a year to 3 years, depending on your age also. Microblading is just putting little hair pigments and doing hair strokes by depositing it with a blade. So you'll see that I will draw the shape and then I'm going to cut and then deposit the pigment. And then when she finishes, she'll have nice thicker brows. So what I'm doing is just going to do my stencil again. I'm finding the center of her face, her nose. She already has a shape. So to get the ends of the brows where they should end, it's normally from the corner of your nose to the end of the eye. So I'm just marking it now. Golden mean ratio caliper that is used to just measure where the arch should be. It can be done the old way, but this is just the easiest way. Some of her lines intake, sometimes if you have oily skin, it doesn't take on the first go. I'm just drawing over back her shape. So this is going to be my stencil. If it's perfect, then I'll show the client. This blading does not cut the hairs, so even though it says microblading, it's just really depositing the hair strokes. And no, this is what you call a mask. So I leave this on for 5 minutes and then I wipe it off. Okay. So this allows the pigment to go into the small little cuts. So while they're going through the healing process, they're not allowed to go to the gym, no sweating, because you don't want any sweat to drop in your brows and get infected. No sunbathing, no saunas, no beach, anything that would get the eyebrows infected. Fibro artists do not charge cancer clients, so anyone who has lost their eyebrows from cancer, you can come in and for consultation. Fibros has come up with this thing called skin candy, and what it is just paraffin oil, beeswax, Vaseline, extract honey, pollen, shea butter, cocoa butter, lavender oil. So the healing stage is about 7 days where you go through this scabby look, but it doesn't get scabby anymore because this ointment allows it to stay moist. So I tell them that 70% of the brows healing and looking good depends on them. So when they leave here in half an hour, when I apply this, you'll see they get what you call a lymph, which is a clear fluid. So they have to wipe that off, and then they're going to apply this 3 times a day. This just helps it to heal quickly. So, you know, when she leaves, it's going to be nice. By tomorrow, it's going to be dark. So the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th day, it gets very dark because it's like little teeny scabs that are forming as if you've gotten a cut. So they're going to look dark before it gets better. So it's not going to actually look like 100% better until 4 weeks. The healing in terms of the scabbing part is about 7 days. Each person is different. People will go through the peeling stage like day 5 to 8, and it looks like everything has peeled off. But within the 4 weeks of it healing, the color will come back up. And that's why after 4 weeks, you come back for a touch-up. Hyper and hypo thyroid can't, because the medication that they take, it doesn't allow the pigment to stay in their skin. I mean, they can do it, but it's recommended that they don't because they would need more than 2 treatments. And it just looks like hair strokes, and her brows has a nice, perfect shape.
It was, I actually didn't feel any pain the first time around. The second time was a little bit more pain, but it's bearable. And I'm really happy with the end result. And I actually can leave my house now without having to put on my eyebrows or even worrying about filling them in. So I'm really, really happy in the end result.